Hey guys, thanks for joining me here today on Feature Junkie. My name's Ed, and today we're going to be talking about the movie House Party, directed by Cal Maddock, starring Tolson Cole, Jacob Lattimore, Alan Maldonado, and LeBron James. So right now, IMDb has this movie rated as a 5.3 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes has this as a 25%, and Metacritic has this as a 41 out of 100. I've got a few things to say about this film, but before I do, if you could leave a like down below, I'd greatly appreciate that. Now let's get into the plot, courtesy of IMDb. Aspiring club promoters and best buds, Damon and Kevin, are barely keeping things together. Out of money, down on their luck, and about to lose the roof over their heads, and freshly fired from their low-lift jobs as house cleaners, the pair needs a huge windfall to make their problems go away. In a what the hell move, they decide to host a house party of the year, an exclusive mansion, the site of their last cleaning job, which just so happens to be none other than LeBron James' house. No permission, no problem. What could go wrong? So I just want to say that House Party is probably one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. It's a classic with the likes of Friday and Booty Call. Really a film for the hood. And this movie, I really don't know what this movie was, but it's not House Party. In all seriousness, this film really relied heavily on the cameos and jokes, and that's a kind of a recipe of disaster when most of the jokes aren't funny. A bunch of the jokes just had me looking like that meme guy where he's just like, really dude? Like they were just low-hanging jokes that felt like they were trying to be fresh and new but ultimately just fell flat. I think the bigger problem for me is the main characters of Tosin and Jacob. This is my sole opinion, but it just felt like they didn't have any chemistry on screen, and besides the handshake that they do a million times throughout the film, they weren't landing the punchlines on some of the jokes correctly because they're not comedians. They're just actors, and I can't fault them for acting in a movie, but part of what made the first House Party really funny is because that Kid and Play were legit comedians, so things were legit funny. Also, there's this one part in the film where they're throwing the house party and then something happens where it just feels like it's so out of left field, and that just had me looking like the Jackie Chan meme, like, what am I even watching at this point? I did just read that the film was supposed to go straight to HBO Max, but executives decided to give this a 10-day theatrical release in select cinemas, so to give it credit, it might have read better for me if I saw it on HBO Max, but it wasn't a good reading at the theaters. I don't know, I just don't know what else to say about this film. I just really wasn't feeling it, and I think you should probably just wait till it goes on streaming if you're thinking of seeing it. But of course, I want to hear what you guys have to say and your thoughts on this film. If you liked it, if you didn't, whatever those thoughts are, leave them in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, hit that notification icon down below so you know when I'm going live or dropping new content. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here today on Feature Junkie.